friends! Oh my gosh, thanks for coming back and joining me for the second ever Truth Talk video series. And today we're talking about the subject of Truth Talk. My struggle with insecurity is real. Let me just tell you. Don't you just wish sometimes that insecurity was like the flu and you could just go to the doctor and get an insecurity shot? Bing! And then you would be immune to insecurity forever? Come on, doctors, insecurity shot. Where you at? Let's do this. Let's do this right. If you are a human being, the chances are that you have struggled with insecurity in some way, shape, or form in your life. So today, I'm coming to share with you guys my personal struggle with insecurity and what I now know about insecurity and how I've been able to try and conquer the insecurity thought process, which is super toxic. Okay, insecurity is defined as an insecurity. Insecurity is defined as an insecurity. Very good job, Kate. Insecurity is an uncertainty or an anxiety that leads to a lack of confidence about ourselves. Ugh. When I look back at my life, I can see insecurity right, left, and center. If you've never taken the Enneagram, it's a really fun test to get to know about your personality. I personally have taken and I have scored a 3 on the Enneagram, which means that I am an achiever. The thing about being an achiever though is that it means that I am 1000% prone to being image conscious, meaning that I care about what other people think about me. Cue all sorts of anxiety, fears. So there are many things I've been insecure with throughout the years, but one of the things I absolutely love is that we can bring the dark insecurities that are in our minds to the light by actually speaking them out. So right now I'm going to speak to you some of my deepest, darkest insecurities that I have struggled with throughout the years.
Are you ready for it? And running up and never saying sorry. Like if I'm a beast and he can join the heist and we'll move to an island and he can...
Body weight fluctuation, stretch marks, and cellulite. My authority in speaking, still working on that one. Financial insecurity and shame. My face. This one was huge. Acne. Adult acne sucks. Having overly feminine style, hence the pink. My age. Seeking approval of others. Sometimes I still do this. Struggling with insecurity is not something that we struggle with once and we conquer it and we never have to think about it again. Sadly, no. The reality is that insecurity is a battle that we fight every single day and the struggle is real. So real, in fact, that even just right now as I film this video, I'm struggling with some form of insecurity as well. So how in the world do we battle insecurity? Do you know that insecurity is actually rooted in fear? And did you know that fear-based thinking is not how we are actually crafted? How do we know this? Well, let's take a look at Genesis. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God, he created him. Male and female, he created them. So we were created in his image. And since God is love, that means we were created in love and for love. And in love, there is no existence of fear. There is no fear in love, but perfect love casts out fear. So in essence, we were created in his image. And since God is love, that means we were wired for love and not fear. So how did fear come about? Fear came about through the way our society works. But as the amazing Dr. Caroline Leaf, love that woman, she says, we literally have to learn the wrong way because the right way is the actual natural and normal way. In doing that, we can actually experience true satisfaction and contentment with ourselves just the way we are. Let me just tell you, the book The Perfect You by Dr. Caroline Leaf was hugely transformative in my process of realizing that I am the only one with the power to control my mindset. Meaning that if I actually tapped in on how to control my thoughts and understand why they were there, then I could actually rewrite the narrative I thought about myself and about others. Woo-wee! And guess what? You do too. That's right. It isn't easy, but it can be done. Dr. Leaf says that only you can be your special kind of you-ness. You. If we could actually start grasping the truth about ourselves and why our minds react the way they do based on certain situations, we can start seeing the world with the eyes of love over fear. How awesome is that? The truth that I've learned about insecurity is that if my own self-narrative is deprecating, then I will not stand a chance in conquering what the world actually says and thinks about me. Okay, So what are some practical takeaways from today's Truth Talk? Let me tell you. Number 1, write down your insecurities. Bring them from the dark and into the light. Stare them directly in the face and say, insecurity, you will no longer have a hold over me. No, you won't. Number 2, start seeking a deep and true love for yourself, all of your quirks, your mistakes, your weirdness. Start embracing you and your fully inner you-ness. Number 3, realize your triggers and set boundaries for yourself that protect you from situations that will lead you into a negative, downward spiraling thought process. Number 4, don't do things based on what other people think about you. Stay in your lane and be focused on what you are called for, which is greatness. 5, surround yourself with life-giving people and things. Let the daily influences in your life be a reflection and a reinforcement of what you want to believe about yourself. 6, forgive yourself and move on. You are human and you will make mistakes, but I promise you they will be redeemed. Stop dwelling on it and stop beating yourself up. You are amazing and you are strong. So, to wrap up this Truth Talk video, I want you to know that we can make daily strides to conquer insecurity and the struggle does no longer have to be real. I mentioned earlier that I'm insecure sometimes about my face and my adult acne, and so today I'm going to go makeup-less at the end of this video to show to you that insecurities can be conquered. You can do it too. Here we go. Got my Burt's Bees makeup wipe. Okay, here we go. Now the question is, how are you guys going to work every day to conquer insecurity so that the struggle no longer has to be real? Let's do this.
It was a robber, first time that he saw